Hey, this is Doug for Game Shampoo, and today I am actually presenting you a video walkthrough guide for the side quest Blood on the Ice found in Windhelm. In order to trigger this quest, you need to have entered and left the Windhelm area 4 times. This can be done simply by going from the Windhelm stables to the nearby brewery and back, or something very close by. To begin the quest properly, head into the graveyard after you've done that. You either will want to go there during the night or the day. Either way, if you see blood and people, you've triggered the quest. Talk with the guard to start things off proper.
Not pleasant, but it's the truth. If you want to help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful.
No, and like she said, go talk with the people. There are 3 to talk to: Calcelmo, Celia, and Helgen. I know I am butchering her name. So, Calixto. Well, he's the first one I talked to. He doesn't have a whole ton to say. Nothing actually that useful. That's annoying, but that's how it is. Next is Silda the Unseen. She is also a pickpocket trainer. So if you want to kind of get 2 things done at once, you can talk with her and get some training. I don't take advantage of that second thing. I just focus simply on getting the information. Then finally talk with Helgrid. She will tell you what she's witnessed.
I did notice that her coin purse was still intact, so whoever did this wasn't after gold.
No, they were after something completely different.
If you'll excuse me.
Alright, with that done, I'd simply go and talk with the guard. I decide I'd take a peek at the body of Susanna the Wicked, grab her gold, because I can. Now, this is something of note. If you have a bounty in the Windhelm hold, well, then you're going to need to come accounting. Unfortunately, I had one. So, simply in the interest of time, I was like, here, take 24 gold, there's my bounty, we're done. Kind of funny, given later I get another bounty, but hey, do what you gotta do.
Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying, then you're just like always. Nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again.
Too bad. Of course, you can make the offer to help. This lets you continue on the quest.
Guards, be my guest. You'll need to talk to your life, though.
Alright, next. Just that. Talk with your life. He is found in the Palace of Kings, and he is the person who's really going to be able to help you for this next part. So, I'll head to the northeast, and from there, it's just a short run to reach the Palace of Kings. In the interest of time, turbo. Inside, he can be a number of places. He can be next to Ulfric Stormcloak, he can be in one of the storage rooms, he can be wandering around here. But the good news is he will be marked, and that makes him easier to find.
These are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts.
So, with all that done,
If you offer your aid, I gladly accept. The guards will be told
you will gladly accept your aid. That puts you in a good place. So, with that, you need to return back to the graveyard because you have some exploring to do. So, you will notice that on the coffin where the body can be found, mine was moved for whatever reason, there's some blood splatter. Now you want to follow that blood splatter over to the west, go up the stairs, and immediately turn north. From there, just follow the blood. It will actually take you to the back left house. Now, this house is kind of interesting in that the door is locked, so you don't have any direct way to get in. But there are two ways still to get in, and with this quest, one of those options becomes available. To get into Hjerim, either you can do what I'm doing here, because I'm playing with a level 41 character, and pick the lock. It's master, so it's not going to be easy. Now, if you don't have the skill or the patience or the pile of lockpicks that I do, there's an alternative option shown here. You want to either head to the Stone District from kind of late morning to early afternoon, or Candlehearth Inn and from early afternoon to evening. There you can find Tova Shattershield, the woman I go talk to here. She, well, one of her daughters was a victim of the Butcher.
I'm sorry. I'd rather not talk about my daughter.
She is not happy about it, but you can press the matter through any number of ways, as I took the more diplomatic approach.
What exactly do you need to know? Hjerim?
Hjerim.
I'm not sure what you think you'll find there, but you're welcome to have a look.
Simply tell her, honestly, any of those options will do. And then we are inside Hjerim. Now, there are only two things that really need to be investigated here. The first is in this far western section. Investigate the small shelf. You will get this notice that the butcher flyers, there's something odd. Look in the top right. Read Beware the Butcher. But just underneath those, you'll find the strange amulet. That is enough technically to start, but it's not everything. So, I poke around a little more, but then I notice the blood splatter. Follow that to the chest, and there you'll find the second thing you honestly need to grab and read, which is the Butcher's Journal number 1. There are 2 of these, so at least the numbering is worthwhile. But still, feel free, take some time, read the book. It's nothing like great or astounding, but it's useful. Honestly, I was reading it when I was recording, and I don't really see much point in speeding up the reading in case people, like me, want to read it. Hey, there are people who enjoy the lore. I somewhat enjoy the lore. Alright, with that done, I take a little time to explore, just see what other prompts are available. Honestly, it's just a lot of there's this, that, the other, your typical household things. Nothing which is actually going to help the investigation. So with all that information, that's the sister of one of the Butcher's victims, make your way back to the Palace of Kings and go talk with the steward. Here we are, your leaf.
Cloaks are finding victory across the land.
Now, with everything you found, first ask him about the Butcher, or then ask him about the amulet. Honestly, you can do it either way. Both are fun and entertaining. Well, one, not so big. The other helps advance stuff. The Callistics just gives you information, and if you are doing this at lower level, he does offer you 500 gold for the amulet. I'm just saying it up front. It's going to come up again before too long. So, now it's time to meet up with Viola. She can be found pretty much anywhere within Windhelm. Nothing too big or bad, honestly. Hey, good news is she's marked, and when I started doing this, she was right there, making it very quick and easy to find her and just go, hey, awesome, great. Talk with her and ask her about the Butcher. She will tell you what she's learned.
Well, not actually following, trying to find him.
Yeah, it takes a while to find someone who doesn't want to be found.
The only one who thinks he can be caught.
Of course. Well, I'm grateful you are here and doing that. War is kind of a big deal.
We're still terrorized by one of our own. I've been trying to put those up around the city to warn people.
Yeah, and someone's been taking them down.
But someone keeps taking them down.
I just said that.
Hey, you found it in Hjerim? Frigga's old
Huh, Hjerim.
Let's go have a look around.
Alright, so now your objective will update. You need to go meet her in Hjerim. I accidentally talked to her again. I want to talk to her a little more. But hey, I'm not going to make someone sit around and listen to that if I don't have to. So now I just make a beeline for Candlehearth Hall because it's one of the few places you can find Calixto. So, follow the marker to him and then go and talk to him. He will be able to tell you more about the amulet. He will actually refer to it by this name.
It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm.
Ah, yeah, the Wheelstone, which is not what it is.
I would be interested in acquiring.
Of course you'd be interested in acquiring it. I'm not saying just yet why, but you would be. So, with all that said and done, it is time to just push it a little more.
And he has no use for it. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy.
Of course you're going to say that.
Suit yourself. It's only of value to collectors, though.
That is a thing.
Anyone else who will
So,
appreciate that highly.
yeah, if you're pressed for money and you don't really care about that amulet, go ahead, sell it to him. Or, you know, if it's a fresh file and you're still real low level. Let's take a peek for Tova. So, I head back to the house, go talk with Viola. That will trigger the next part of this, where you actually go inside.
I'd rather not stay out here alone any longer than I have to.
Okay, with that, she's all good. She will head in. Follow her inside.
Lost?
Now follow her to the back western room on the ground floor.
Look here.
She'll say there's something odd about this wardrobe. She's not referring to the wardrobe to the west, she's referring to the wardrobe she's directly next to. That
Look here.
That wardrobe, apparently it has a false back. So, open it and then interact with it. Inside, you'll find, well, this ritual going on. I poke around a little. Oh, the two things you need to investigate are the altar and the Butcher's Journal number 2. Now, you cannot investigate the Butcher's Journal number 2 until you have investigated the altar. So, you can see it sitting on the altar just next to the body. Me being kind of showy, I jump up, and then I read it. This time, things are actually moving fast. But that's because I was taking quite some time to read this. And I didn't feel like you faithful viewers would need to watch all this as well. So with that, attain, step out, and then go talk with Viola again.
What's it say?
And she will give you your...
Swirling about it. But he's a dangerous
Yeah,
man.
yeah, she'll give you your first really potential target.
This information needs to go straight to the steward. He'll listen to
So she says to go talk with the steward. I'm here to tell you, no, do not do that. You do that, you're going to essentially need to resume this quest a little later. Alright, so go instead into the Palace of the King. Just go through the first door on your left to go upstairs. Now you need to go talk with the court mage. The Unliving. I'm just gonna call him the Unliving. Still gets the point.
I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing.
Yeah, that is very important. The College of Winterhold doesn't actually do any necromantic studies. So, that actually tells us yet more about what's going on. I mean, also another thing, he doesn't keep a journal.
What exactly did this amulet look like?
Now, opt to describe it to him. He will be able to tell you more, and then he'll be able to tell you when the next attack is going to happen. Now that's useful.
Of legend. It appears you were at least half right. There is necromancy at the heart of this.
Cool. That was good to know.
Yeah. Calixto and his books are often confused.
Ah, Calixto. So I wasn't doing too bad in pronouncing his name. Kind of impressive.
To when the killings happen. Now that we know they're tied into some sort of necromantic ritual, I think I know when the next might occur. Let's see. From a Lordus of Last Seed until a Midas of Hearthfire, it will happen soon. Very soon.
Tomorrow night, in fact. Ha ha ha. Well, while I had a bit more of play to do, you guys, thanks to the magic of editing, don't have to worry about that much. You know, just head out of the Palace of the Kings with this knowledge. And again, thanks to the magic of editing, here we are. So, now you know the events going on. When you hear that, you'll see Calixto. Don't try and talk to him like I did. Because if you want her to live, well, you gotta kill him fast. Attacking him before he attacks her will actually stop him from attacking her or you. He won't turn and fight you. He'll actually turn and run. Now, feel free to loot what you can from him. And, like I said, I got another bounty! Because she was using magic, and that magic didn't work out as well as I would have hoped, because it hit guards. Honestly, at this point, the quest is pretty much complete. Head back once more to the Palace of Kings, and talk with the steward. Alright, this time he's actually moved. So, for me, he was in this side room for whatever reason. I'm being very confused by that still. But, yeah, simply talk with him, and then you'll be able to complete this quest. This actually will later let you buy the house. So, this has been Doug, Zyda Rose for Game Shampoo. I hope you found this guide helpful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in our next Skyrim guide. Peace.